We're live. Curly Sue, Lovey Dovey, we're live in the morning. Give her something to do. Put this ball in your mouth. Yeah, put the ball in your mouth. Put the ball in your mouth. We're on the internet. Well, hi everybody. I hope you're having a good morning. We're being the Oscars. Let's ask, who are you wearing? You're wearing some fur. That's good. You're fur. I'm wearing some denim. We're getting ready for the Oscars later today. Got to do some stuff today, but then when I get home, I'm gonna watch the Oscars somehow. I have to do like a live stream online. We'll see how it works. I'm different than most people. I do like to watch them. I didn't watch them a couple different seasons, a couple of years in the past, but I'd say for 34 out of the 37 years I've been consciously watching TV, or maybe even 35, I have watched it. Yeah, we're gonna watch it together. Yeah. And she's just beautiful. She's just a beautiful one. She's just a beautiful dog. I wish I could have a role for her on the show. Maybe she could hold the DVDs, but she's doing just fine. I wish I could get a role for the show, for me on the show. So I figured, why not go through my DVD collection and piecemeal as much as I can. I'll put in the description that this is a DVD update, I guess, as well. It's not really an update, just a quick one. I have replaced this one on DVD, but this might be one of the second or third DVDs I've ever gotten. And I actually got it from a friend. He didn't want it anymore. And it was a 99-minute movie. It did have special features? Wait a minute. Yeah, it did. But I don't remember the special features on this. The other one's got quite a lot of special features. Everyone probably knows this movie. If not, definitely should check it out. National Lampoon's Vacation. So that's that. Next one, just so happened to pick it up off the shelf, and this lady's probably going to win Best Actress tonight at the Oscars. And of course, we got John Malkovich and Michelle Pfeiffer. I believe, oh gosh, who else is in this film? Keanu Reeves, Uma Thurman, Swoozie Kurtz, and a gal named Mildred Natwick. Directed by Stephen Frears, who I think made Single White Female a couple years later. No, Barbara Babe Schroeder made that. Stephen Frears made The Grifters after this, if I'm not mistaken. And I think he made High Fidelity. And another one called Dirty Pretty Things, which is a pretty gnarly little thriller starring Audrey Tautou and Chiwetel Ejiofor, I think, before he was pretty well known. He's not very well known now, but before all that with him with the 12 Years a Slave, obviously. Dirty Pretty Things came out in the early 2000s, and it's about people trying to trade organs or sell organs and stuff like that. Pretty gross. So, I technically don't even know if this has special features. It says that it does, but then it doesn't list them on the back. So the special features could just be text and notes and stuff like that. But obviously, this is quite a movie to get through. I haven't really watched it straight through. I got it for as part of a bunch of other DVDs that I bought. So I'm real excited to own it. I'm just looking forward to the opportunity to watch it. So we'll see when that arises itself. No, I was telling me to rotate the device. Whoa. All right, back up. Little Bitty Boo. Sometimes I call her Little Bitty Boo, which is what Denzel Washington calls who's sitting on the DVD. You don't care? You don't care? Little Bitty Boo. For the Ethan Hawke and Training Day. So yeah, I'm just moving into this house, just getting everything organized, and figure as I'm putting the DVDs together and setting them up, I'll just talk about some of them. Now, when I saw this movie, I don't remember how big of a part Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg have in it. They're not in just a cameo. Dr. Dre's actually like a character in the movie. Now, he didn't really develop it too much. Plays pretty good. Macy Gray's in it. And last night I started watching another one of these directors' movies with Antoine Fuqua. I believe he's been in 4 or 5 Antoine Fuqua movies at this point. I think both of the Equalizers. So and there'll be 4, Magnificent Seven, and then Training Day. If I'm missing one, I'm not sure. But what can you say about Training Day, man? It's incredible. When you watch it straight through, it really is a engrossing experience. It has a feature-length audio commentary by Antoine Fuqua. I don't remember. I do remember that, but I don't know if I got all the way through it. HBO First Look, additional scenes, which I found to be very interesting, an alternate ending, which I found to be very interesting. Oh, TH is here. Hey, TH. You from online at all? You watch the Sausage Factory, or you just happened upon the channel? Well, I appreciate it either way. Talking about Training Day. I'm going through some of my DVDs of Warner Brothers that are of this style, where they, what do you call that? Different style. So, TH, what are you up to today? You're going to be watching the Academy Awards later today. I definitely like the Oscars when I can get around to it. Definitely like Training Day. Remember years ago, I bet some money that Denzel Washington and Halle Berry would win the Oscar when I was living in Las Vegas. He has Training Day. All right. Very good. Yeah, I mean, I watched it 6, 8 months ago all the way through and really enjoyed it quite much. Didn't remember, I think I was saying about how Dr. Dre has pretty, sizable role in it, and Snoop Dogg as well. Check that out again in the future. This one I clearly like a lot. Sudden Impact. I think I talk about it on almost every show. Dirty Harry is at it again. That's kind of a misnomer. And this is the Clint Eastwood collection. Yeah, sure. Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry is in Sudden Impact, right? It's a Dirty Harry movie, but it's awesome. The bathroom scene is awesome. Ethan Hawke's Oscar moment. Yeah, he didn't win it, shocking, and he got snubbed this year. I don't know. I didn't see the movie. For one called First Reformed, which is written and directed by Paul Schrader, who wrote, of course, Taxi Driver and many other famous films through the years. So Ethan Hawke was in this one called First Reformed that is directed. Yes, of course, it was nominated and won many precursor awards. The winner that year, geez, I don't know if I can pop off of this and check, but it might be Jim Broadbent for Iris. That guy from the Harry Potter movies. Maybe he won in 99, or maybe he won in 01. Can't really remember about 01. Yeah, I think it's 01. So anyway, I have this next movie I'm talking about. I got Sudden Impact. I have it on the Dirty Harry Blu-ray collection with a bunch of features and stuff like that. Now, how do you like this? It says a special feature on this is the all-new digital transfer. That's not necessarily a special feature. That's just what the DVD comes with, in my opinion. So I find this film to be great. Sandra Locke, quietly one of the better performances of all time. I, of course, have all the Dirty Harrys, too. Glad you do. I kind of wish there was some more. I really do kind of wish that there was some more Dirty Harry movies. Stopped at Deadpool. Obviously, I reported a couple of years back that there was active negotiations to start this franchise again. And then that was kind of faded away. So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, Scott Eastwood, a lot of other young actors would love to play the role. Or, he could come back and do it again. And instead of having a partner that's going to die, it could be the partner that takes over for him. And maybe Dirty Harry dies on screen. I don't know. But I tend to think we're not going to get any more Dirty Harry movies ever again. And we got another Death Wish movie. But, oh, cool. You have the mixed DVDs and Blu-rays. Well, cool. There's a nice little Blu-ray set that I have. I believe I got it from Europe because it's got some other things on it. It basically has a John Milius commentary. He's the writer of Magnum Force. That's great. And several other commentary tracks. on that particular set, but I'm sure that those commentary tracks are not unique to the set that I have, etc. I like 2 and 4 of the Harry movies quite a lot. This being number 4. I think I've said it on one of these channels. I don't know if you've seen it before. I don't consider this as much as a Dirty Harry movie. It's more just a great movie. Whereas Magnum Force, I think, is your, the best Dirty Harry movie ever made. It's just so, I don't know, perfect in a way. Comes to my mind the word when I'm thinking about that movie. I'm like, whoa, that's a pretty perfect movie. There's really not one thing I would change in it. There's no bad performance in it. There's really some good acting, some good themes in it. And yet everyone always seems to say Dirty Harry Part 1 is the best. And Dirty Harry Part 1 is grand. It is a fantastic film. It is better than The Enforcer. It is better than Deadpool. The Deadpool. So I don't know if anyone knows much about this movie. Stay tuned. I believe OCP and Rambo Ralph have seen it. I actually saw this in theaters when I was 11 years old. So, of course, I have fond memories of that experience. Even if I never saw it, I would probably lean towards really liking this movie. Sometimes weirds on the air. Is that even a tagline? So obviously the marketing in this movie was all over the place, crazy. This one says a comedy venture on the wrong side on the screen. That's true. And then on the back it says a cross between Saturday Night Live and Naked Gun, and I don't really understand that. It is not a parody. It's a straight ahead movie about the family struggling because the guy watches too much TV. Magnum Force comes pretty close to the first one. Deadpool is pretty cool. Liam Neeson, Guns N' Roses. Oh, yeah. I mean, those elements of Deadpool are great. I even like Patricia Clarkson's performance in it. No, I mean, there's not a bad Dirty Harry movie. I really, depending on how I'm ranking them, would put either The Enforcer or Deadpool or Dirty Harry 1 as the bottom. Kind of crazy to sound, but as I say, it's become my favorite franchise, I'm pretty sure, just because when you think about it, what's the bad movie in the Dirty Harry movies? What's a bad part of the Dirty Harry movies? There's not. And as you just mentioned, the Liam Neeson Hollywood angle in part 5 really was something that they could have developed even further. I like all the cop partners in the series, so I don't know. I'm just really partial to Magnum Force. I love when those cops just go to that party and slaughter everyone. It's just incredible. So stay tuned. The dude, the devil comes and sells him a TV, and he and his wife from Mork and Mindy, they get sucked up into the TV. He, of course, is John Ritter from Three's Company. So all these different references to the TV shows they've been on. It's kind of a pretty cool movie, actually. Peter Hyams in the making of it. Incredible. Yeah, first bigger movie role. Pretty much correct. He was in Peggy Sue Got Married a couple of years before that. And then, the title is escaping me. But First Bitten? Once Bitten? Is he in Once Bitten? The Lauren Hutton movie, or is that someone else? I think that's right around this time. Yeah, so then he'd go on to be later that year in Earth Girls Are Easy, I think later in 88. And he would go on from there. But it's always a misnomer. People always seem to think that Jim Carrey's first movie was Ace Ventura or, one of the later ones. But he'd been around for quite a while. He's even in a skiing promotional video that has some plot to it that stars him and Alan Thicke from The Growing Pains, and that was made in the 80s and released in Canada and I believe in the States somewhere as well. So yeah, going back to this, stay tuned. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty funny. There's a lot of TV parodies in it. I could see UHF and Stay Tuned being compared to each other a lot. Sometimes, maybe even someone would say, oh yeah, I saw that part in UHF. I saw that part in Stay Tuned. They kind of are on the same wavelength because they're both about fake TV shows and stuff. So maybe having created a lot of content. Yeah, Peggy Sue Got Married. Exactly. I thought he was really good in that. I mean, I don't know what he's doing now. I get kind of pissed when he goes and tries to be overly political on a talk show. I just don't see that as his brand. I know people go crazy and they get, all sorts of interests and stuff like that, but how about getting on brand, Jim Carrey? How about making either a dramatic movie or a comedy movie that's really good? Like seriously, I don't really have any expectations for you in other walks of life. Just straight up make a good comedy that's not the Yes Man, and make a good drama that's not that one that. I mean, number 23, I'm not going to go bash because I know a lot of people like it. It's just not my cup of tea. But there was one he made like 2-3 years back that was an on-demand movie, and I don't know anyone that's seen it or discussed it. And I don't know. I don't want him to be as morose as he seemed in recent years. And I'm friends with the some of the people from the cast of Ace Ventura and the filmmakers of it. So it's not like they've expressed their concern about him, but they do think he's gone off the deep end a little bit, and he can do what he wants, obviously. But anyway, enough about Jim Carrey. Some big first world problems for Mr. Carrey. Hope everyone's having a good day out there. Where about in the country are you, or where about you? Where about in the world are you, more specifically? And so grab these DVDs. I already went through them. Well, I put them back and grab a couple others to discuss. Are you a member of the Sausage Factory? Do you do any live streaming yourself? What do you got planned for the day? Anything like that? I got a couple of other ones here. This one stars someone that is no longer able to be in movies, so it's a rarity. His name is above the title card, so this is when he was in no trouble. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. It's a special edition. Wow, why haven't I watched the special features on this yet? From Finland, just a movie fan. Cool, man. I've never been to Finland. I do like some good vodka sometimes. It's just not like I know too much about it. There was a movie, have you seen The Jackal? I think I mentioned it on my channel the other day. The Jackal, starring Bruce Willis, Richard Gere, Sidney Poitier. I think I reviewed it last night even. Matilda May from Life Force is in it. J.K. Simmons, Jack Black. Got a pretty big cast. It's got a scene that filmed in Helsinki, and they actually filmed it there. So I find that hard to believe in these movies sometimes. I mean, if you watch that movie, The Jackal, they filmed that movie all over the world. They went to Montreal. They were in Helsinki. They were in Washington, D.C. They were in Chicago for the bulk of the movie. It's pretty impressive. They were in North Carolina, Virginia. All for a movie that's not really even an action movie. That's more locations than a James Bond movie or a Mission Impossible movie. So if you get a chance, let me know what you think about one of the big cities of Finland being depicted in that film that I just mentioned. The Jackal. Here we are, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. I was on the set of this movie while it was being made. So quick stories about me is I grew up in California, but pretty far away from the movie business. So I would ditch school and figure out ways to break into the studios and get on the sets of these movies and get some real. Hey, I'm back. I'll stop in a couple minutes anyway. I didn't realize it was 9. But this is a Clint Eastwood movie, if you can believe it. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Definitely one of his lower tier efforts, and it's like a murder mystery plot. Won't reveal too much more about that. A real good Michael Keaton movie, clean and sober. Glenn Gordon Caron, the director. Stars Tate Donovan, Kathy Baker, M. Emmett Walsh, Michael Keaton. Tragic movie. I live in that exact city. Know it's filmed in Porvoo. At least the post office scene. It's supposed to be filmed. Oh, dude, you got some cool information, man. Can you name any other movies that were filmed in Finland? Was any of the James Bond or were any of the Mission Impossible movies filmed over there yet? If you don't answer that while I'm still streaming, you can just post in the comments. And thank you so much for being a part of this, man. I really hope you can subscribe to the channel. I'm posting some. I've done quite a lot of movie interviews with their various people. I'm just trying to edit them, and honestly trying to redo a lot of them because the audio and various things, I'm trying to just make sure that they're the best I can. I'm friends with a lot of filmmakers, people that I've don't even necessarily have a connection with to establish first. I just kind of went out my way to find them, and they know I'm passionate about the film business. Murder by Numbers. I think I just flashed this one. I'm going to watch this one again because there's a commentary by the Barbe Schroeder. And I mentioned Barbe Schroeder earlier. He made a Reversal of Fortune and bunch of other films. So anyway, this one stars Ryan Gosling and Michael Pitt as well. Also Abigail, what's her name? Agnes Bruckner, Chris Penn. Really, really good cast. This is a football themed movie. I own almost all of the Taylor Hackford movies, so I have this Taylor Hackford movie. It has a commentary by him, and it has vintage behind the scenes things, so I definitely should watch that. And then finally, I got Harrison Ford, The Fugitive, and I hope everyone has seen this film. It's got some great special features on it as well. And TH, hope you're having a good day out there, bud. I'm gonna be back on here probably later on. I'm in the Central Time Zone in the United States, so I got some stuff to do. Porvoo is near to town. Oh, cool. Hey, man, well, let's go ahead and send me any information about Finland. I really would like to go there. Been to some countries in Europe, of course, but not to the Big Fin. The Big Fin. Looking forward to going. I really thank you for participating in this. It's been great putting these videos together and finally learning more about the technology that goes into live streaming. These videos are not perfect, of course, but trying my best. Oh gosh, make a mess sometimes with my videos. But yeah, I think we'll sign off real quick. Let's say goodbye with my puppa. My puppa says bye, and have a great day out there in Finland. We're going to watch the Oscars a little bit more later. Maybe do some live commentary of a movie or two. Thanks for your comments about the Children of the Corn movies too. Glad you enjoy those. And like I said, we'll talk later. Bye for now.